So, Mike, what is the end goal of this experiment that you're doing?
Well, the goal of the documentary that I'm trying to make is to see what physical and psychological effects playing Dungeons and Dragons for 30 days has on you, if any. Dungeons and Dragons is a fantasy role-playing game originally designed by Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson, and first published in 1974 by Tactical Studies Rules, Inc. The game has been published by Wizards of the Coast since 1997. It was derived from miniature war games with a variation of the chainmail game, serving as an initial rule system. Dungeons and Dragons publication is widely regarded as the beginning of modern role-playing games and the modern role-playing game industry. So, I'm going to play Dungeons and Dragons for 5 hours every day. 2 hours after that 5 hours, is going to be spent researching more about Dungeons and Dragons. And I can only spend 2 hours out of every week as social life, so hanging out with friends or family.
What made you interested in doing this project?
I've always had a lot of love for everything fantasy, really. Books, DVDs, video games. I really get trapped in that kind of world, and I like it as a kind of escape. So I feel like this would be really good to do, to see, to study something that I really like. So today is my first day. I've been reading up a lot on the subject, and I feel that I'm just really more knowledgeable about the subject now. I've been reread all of my fantasy books, got some creative ideas for it. I really think that I'm ready to go in there and wow these people. Ready to go, Dungeons and Dragons has received negative publicity, in particular from some Christian groups, for alleged promotion of such practices as devil worship, witchcraft, suicide, and murder, and for naked breasts and drawings of the female form in the original AD&D manuals. These controversies led TSR to remove many potentially controversial references and artwork when releasing the second edition of AD&D. The moral panic over the game also led to problems for fans of D&D who faced social ostracism, unfair treatment, and false association with the occult and Satanism.
There's a path now.
And also some weird shit. You'll find out. Don't worry about it.
Is this to scale? Like
Abducted by Knowles. Yes. It's to scale. So, after a long and arduous journey through the forests of White Forest, fighting various strange and magnificent creatures, falling into various nefarious and terrifying traps, you come across a small clearing that you see here. The Paladin Victoria says, well, I guess we must be getting close.
I guess we go in order. I guess you go first, then Mike, then me and Sean.
All right.
So where does Victoria move?
Victoria moves down the path
1, 2, 3.
and stops right there.
Ooh.
Right about there. She's looking around. Doesn't see much.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Roll perception.
11 plus. That's a unnatural 20.
Wow, you lucky bastard. All right, you happen to see there's a wagon there next to a ditch. From just tertiary glancing over, you notice that it's probably been abandoned for some time. You also notice a number of freshly dug graves beside the road. Okay, so Chris,
Yes.
you wanted to search the wagon, right?
Yes.
All right, roll perception.
Should I walk up to the wagon?
Yeah, go ahead. Walk right through the quicksand there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not. Reflex save. Roll it now. Roll it now. Roll it now.
Shit.
You know, before we go any further with this, according to Megan's Law, I am obligated to inform you that, you know what? Never mind. Keep going. You failed to notice the Ankeg! Oh my god. Subterranean creature of evil and hunger pops up out of the road in front of you. Unfortunately, you didn't realize you were just stepping on its eggs. Now it's really pissed off at you. Roll
By the way, I rolled a 22.
Okay, roll initiative now. Gary Gygax stated that he created Dungeons & Dragons in 1979. That's a lie. I created it in 1978. So, all right. So the shadows are at the bottom. You have to roll a climb check to get down
All right.
there. And
Yeah, that's 16.
yeah, okay, you made it. Roll a stealth to see if you don't freaking set
Right.
anything off when you hit the bottom.
Don't get a 1.
Is that a 1?
No, it's an unnatural 20.
Oh, you lucky bastard. We're gonna fall on a bell that was gonna allow you to glow like the daylight spell from the spell that you had stolen earlier.
Fucking magical
But you're
bells.
lucky though, because you actually definitely escaped that with your shadow danceriness.
Yeah.
By the way, the thing with prestige classes though, you haven't technically earned shadow dancer yet. That's all. There's like different little like rituals and shit you gotta do for that. See, I'm not the kind of DM that would go off and make you do ridiculous shit just to be, you know, according to the rules. Gygax did that, man. Fuck Gygax.
Oh my god. You want to be an elf sorcerer? You have to go through the ritual of bonding first. You can't be an elf sorcerer without the ritual of bonding. Otherwise, how are the great spirits gonna recognize your power?
I mean, fucking
Yeah.
hey, that's just stupid.
All right.
But I mean, we can make that happen later on. Like, maybe we'll throw in the ritual of bonding. You have to, like, I don't know, have sex with an elf or something.
Can I do that?
What brought you? What made you want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
I was born playing Dungeons and Dragons. I came out of the womb with a 20-sided dice in one hand and a +5 staff of stroking in the other. Staff of striking.
I am Danilothan! How dare you try to come at me, you vile fiend! Taste the sting of my steel and my blade. My blade thirsts for your blood with the thirst of 1,000 deserts! Ah! 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 Kill all of you! So I just got out of my first game about an hour ago. I think this actually went pretty good. You know, I'm actually looking forward to it. I don't remember much of it, but I think it went pretty well. I think it was a pretty good idea.
So yeah, I've been telling Mike since day one, this is a bad idea. How did he drag me into this?
So this is day 10 of Dungeons and Dragons. I am definitely starting to feel the effects of it. I have been walking into walls. I've been, it's been harder to stay focused during class, and I really am starting to see some negative effects that this is having on me.
If you're just staring at your walls, observing echoing footfalls from tenants wandering distant halls, then this one is for you. If children playing all around to you is noise, not pleasant sound, and you'd be lost on the playground, then this one is for you. All alone in life you lead, a silent diner where you feed. You bow your head, pretend to read, then this one is for you.
So it's day 20. Finding it's a lot more difficult to do basic things like driving. The other day I was having a delusional attack or something, and I tried to fight my friend's car. That didn't turn out very well. But I feel that in the face of all of these bad things that are happening to me, and in the face of all this, it's even more important that I see this through to the end. And whoa! Whoa, boy, did you see that? We just passed a jouster, a guy jousting, a really small guy just jousting. It's a really peaceful place. I like to just meditate here, do my thing, play music. Yeah. I find it's a really good place to just collect yourself and get lost.
So Mike asked me to help him with this project, and I figured hey, he's my friend, I'm going to do it. But honestly, he's starting to lose his mind. He's going nuts.
Someone saved my life tonight. Someone saved my life tonight. Someone saved my life tonight. Someone saved.
Part of it is Mike started losing his mind. His fine motor skills became shot. Like he was becoming overly aggressive. It was frightening. It really was starting to scare me.
Recently, it's become a lot more difficult to distinguish between what is reality and what is fiction. But I find that I'm losing basic control of everything.
We're no strangers.